All right. Shalom, everybody. And peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked Muslim, the Lord said. And no peace for the wicked murderer, the Lord said. Um, it became more normal almost every day to hear news about a murder of someone as a Christian. And what is a crime? Uh, like all of you, you know what happened to Charlie. He's a very famous person. But this person here on the right, they call him Brother Ashur. I don't know really his real name. Ashur in Arabic or Syriac mean Assyrian. Ashuri mean Assyrian. So it's possible that his name is Ashur. I'm not sure, but this is what he was called by. He was live streaming in TikTok, and this person he streamed only about the Bible, and he is disabled. He is in wheelchair. He cannot walk. 45 years old, wheelchair-bound Christian man, brutally murder on life in France, Lyon. 4 dogs of Muhammad, they enter into his apartment. I don't know how they did it. Break the door, maybe. And they slaughter his throat live on air in the front of the camera. Actually, I have the video. But just to avoid, you know, the garbage of YouTube, we will not play it. And this is him was bleeding, and the blood was coming from his mouth and face and throat. Now, nobody really speaking about this gentleman, this brother, because he's not important. He's not in politics. He's not famous. And if you are not famous, I mean, who care for you? If you die, if you live, who care? Like even Christian Prince will talk about you for 5 minutes, and then here, okay, bye bye. Okay, what? You're not important. If somebody is important in France, he was slaughtered like this, what will happen in France? A lot of things will happen. Do you remember when the terrorists they attacked the journalist, the one who made the cartoons, and they killed them? The whole of Europe go crazy. But who's going to go crazy for a refugee, disabled, in wheelchair, and he is not European, and he is Iraqi, and he is Assyrian? What is the Pope? Oh, he don't count for, the Pope is busy with the Gaza, you know, and they are busy. Jesus love everybody. Mhm. And we are against killing. But they will not do anything to stop the killing of Christians around the world. They will do everything to stop killing Hamas. Even Assyrian people are not talking about him. I mean, what's wrong with those people? They are busy with gambling, maybe? Party? Assyrian is an ethnic. Like Shamshun, this Sam Shamshun who hate Israel, is Assyrian. They hate Israel. Not all of them for sure, I'm saying such an idiot. They are busy defending Hamas and Gaza. Their own kids are slaughtered everywhere, even the one in wheelchair. Where is this guy, the Bishop Mary? Did he make a speech about him? I don't think so. He is busy telling us that Jesus loves you. All Christian preachers, they have some weird like a stage of, they stuck with something. Like there's one sentence in the Bible, everyone repeat it as if the Bible is only about Jesus loves you. And you know, let me tell you the bad news. Jesus don't love everybody. You know, he don't. They read for you, the Bible says, for God loved the world, he sent his only begotten son. It says there in front of you, God loved the world. No, this is not what the Bible is saying. God loved the word which is his word, the word of his children's, not the wicked, not the word of the wicked. God, he burns cities. It's in your Bible. Christ called even certain group murderers. That is not a statement you say it to someone you love. He called them by their names: murderer, liars, hypocrite, snakes. God don't love snakes. God curse snakes. And this earth is full of snakes. You are walking unaware, peacefully, a snake hit you with her poison. And usually a snake, they bite you from your back. And those are the snakes of Muhammad. And you know, we have yesterday, by the way, I have 3,000 people watching live, correct? So how in the world today I have only 16,000 views in my previous video? Again, the snakes of YouTube, they suppress, oppress, shadow my channel. There's no way. I have 3,000 people watching for 4 hours, and then I got 16,000 views. That's impossible. Snakes. The snakes of the left, the snakes of the liberals, the snake of Islam. It's the same. Snakes are snakes. They are all snakes. And then there's a snakes who they are Christians. Like, you know, if this guy, if brother Charlie, we love him, I will keep talking about him for the coming 2 months because that will give me clicks. But this guy, nobody will talk about him. You know, first time somebody mentioned his name, I thought he's talking about the one, the Assyrian guy who was killed for burning the Quran. Like, I think 6 months ago, something like that. So I told him, this is an old video. What are you talking about? It turned to be, no, this is a new person. You know, because I don't watch videos in Arabic. Uh, and I don't go to TikTok. I don't watch TikTok. TikTok is very, you know, I mean, I tried it. If you open TikTok right away, you will see how filthy it's come. You know, TikTok is very wicked. Very, very wicked. You know, people have no ethic. Now, for sure, you will find people like this brother here, a nice, peaceful, loving, preaching the gospel. He don't talk about Islam. If a Muslim ask him a question about the Bible, he answer him. He don't insult the faith Muhammad like me. So why in the world those people, they came and they killed him? The answer is very simple. He's a very loving person, very nice, and they're afraid that he is going to spread the true teaching of Jesus between the filthy scumbags of Muhammad. And then the filthy scumbag of Muhammad, they will notice that they are filthy and they will leave Islam. And they will turn to be clean and they will follow Jesus. So as you see, you speak about Islam, you don't speak about Islam, they will come for you. You are in Iraq, you are in Lebanon, you are in Egypt, you are, well, it doesn't matter where you are, they will come to you. They are dogs with rabies, as you know, Churchill, he described them. And you know, like Christians, they are stuck with the word we can pray. You know, like a Christian, what we should do? Let us pray. Okay, you know, we believe in the power of prayer, but God, He says, do, and I will be with you. Knock, and I will answer you. Those filthy dogs, if there is too many Christians preaching the gospel and exposing Islam, they cannot go after an individual. There's too many. But if there's only few, you count them in your finger, they can target a person. Especially this brother here is in a wheelchair. He can't walk. Just to go to the bathroom is going to take him a lot of work and effort. When I searched online, I found very little react of the murder, even by the Assyrian. I mean, shouldn't I mean, the Assyrian are not small in number, by the way. Some might think Assyrian is nobody. Assyrian is a big number. Like Michigan, there's, I don't know how many, I don't know, 60, 70,000, 80,000 in Michigan alone. San Diego is full of it. California, you name it. There's a lot of Assyrian. I don't know how many Assyrian there is in USA alone. And then in Europe. But nobody care. If somebody is rich, everybody speak about his death. If somebody is famous, everybody speak about his death. If somebody is poor like him, nobody. Why, Fox News never mention? They are talking about, like how freedom of speech and liberals and, the second it's a Muslim, they go mute. 4 Algerian, the dogs of Muhammad, they come to his apartment, they slaughter him in the front of the camera. According to the news, the French authority, and that will make me laugh, French authority, they capture one of the 4. And I'm sure the rest, they will flee into maybe different European country and they will make a fake passport, fake document. Algerians are very well known of making fabricated document. They have, it's a big mafia, in France. When 300 Nigerian Christians kidnapped, slaughtered, raped, nobody talk about them. And they are poor, African, black, and let them die. Even those who they are black in America don't talk about them. They don't. Like, where is this woman cow dance? Did she ever make one video about killing the Christians by Muslims in Africa? Never. Slavery? Never. She's busy with the wife of the French president. Why? Because that will make money. That will bring a lot of interest. Who care about those poor Nigerian or in Congo or anywhere, those African, they are accessories. Let them die. Who care? They are poor. If they have oil like Kuwait, if they have oil like Saudi Arabia, if they are rich, everybody will talk about them. Trump will go there. Right? Nobody is talking about them. I found only few places where this is mentioned about him, like as we see here in this Free Press Journal. And look like an Indian. I mean, the news reached the India, but the news did not reach the Fox News. I don't know if some of you can send this link to Fox News. Maybe we can make it happen. What do you think, guys? What if we go and we send emails to every news agency, even those who they are liberals? Shame them. Why you never mention this? Because that will not bring a view. It's not going to bring a click, will not make money. Did he meet a Trump? No. Is he famous? No. Did the Pope meet him? No. Do we have like 4 million followers? No. So why don't we talk about him? Who's he? He's disabled, see? He's even disabled. I don't know what to say. What a filthy, wicked religion. And you know, look how coward they are. They come to a disabled man. You know, today I was, continuing working in my yard, and I was cutting the grass, and I have my camera open to a friend. And, like I moved my phone down, and I had to grab the water to drink. And the friend saw my gun. He said, "Why your gun is outside?" So, "Why you want me to go outside with my very gun? Don't you see those dogs all over? I have to be ready anytime. So what if I'm cutting the grass? I have to be ready for the dogs with rabies. I have my guns loaded. Not only I have my guns, I have more than one gun. So they will target you because you are weak. They will target you because they can kill you. If they knew they cannot, they will think a billion times before they do it. You know, we saw in the news how many schools in California and Chicago, teachers are celebrating the death of Charlie. What is the authority in this country? How you can allow somebody? Is that a freedom of speech? One of, I think he is the dean of a college somewhere in Chicago. I can find you the link. Shouldn't be this guy sued? Make him big fine, pay big fine at least. How you celebrate death of anybody, especially this person like Charlie? He never support killing anybody. Or he support having guns. He support having guns not to kill, to defend yourself. It's constitution. And the funny is, they are the one who have guns and shoot you by guns, and then they are against guns. I mean, those liberals are really wicked. There is too wicked. In the beginning, I thought only Muslims are very wicked because of Muhammad. But then, when I came to the West and I went all over Europe, I noticed that liberals are even sometimes more wicked than Muslims. There's not too much different. You see, Satan have many names. When somebody is called liberal, the first question come to my mind: are they liberated? Those wicked liberal, we call them liberal, right? Are they really liberated? No. They have zero liberty. They are the one who censor you if you say anything. They are the one who block your account, take your videos down, and then they speak about the freedom of speech, and they speak about dictators. Like yesterday, we showed you how many videos they made speaking about Trump. He is fascist. Why he's fascist? Well, he did not believe that he lost the election. But if all the Democrats believe that the election been stolen, they are not fascist. Muslims and liberals are the same kind of fabric. They rape and they call you rapist. They kill and they call you killer. They censor you, they mute you, and they call you dictator. They teach hate and they call you Islamophobic, homophobic, when nobody in the world have phobia as they do. They seek the destruction of Israel and genocide of all the Jews, and they don't see a problem with that. Free Palestine from the river to the sea, which means eliminate every single Jew who live in Israel. This is scumbag women who dress very weird. In the election time, she spoke about using nukes. She want to nuke Russia. Look how easy. Should it take 5 minutes? I hit. You were talking about Russia, what you would do. So maybe that's what nuke for. Imagine if Trump he used the word nuke. Nuke is very, like if he use it, the Russian will use their nukes. They don't care. Her and her family, she will be the president. They will be in a very secure bunker, and they will survive the war. After the war, they come and breathe nice air, and they can go to the moon to have honeymoon again. All of America is destroyed. They don't care. They speak about the poor, like Obama and his wife, and racism, but then Obama and his kids, they go to school, have only white rich people. And when they buy a house, they don't buy it in black neighborhood. They want to live between the white, redhead, rich people. And when they have a friends, who is the one who visit them? Are they the black people? No. Nancy Pelosi, she give you speeches about the hateful Trump administration for immigration. The second they drop a bus of migrant in the front of her house, she called the police. They call for defund the police, and they are the one who have tons of bodyguard when we go on the street. They want to defund the police for you, but they want to hire all the police for them. Hunter Biden, he have 18 secret agents working to protect him. But who is Hunter Biden? He was a president? No. Why we have to pay for his security? Who is this guy? They want to defund the police. And this is the case all over Europe. It's not only, those liberals. Wherever they go, they are the same as come back. I mean, look at this woman. She is studying and showing you that Trump, and she brought a historian to check if Trump is a fascist. But they will never talk about the fascist Muslims in Europe. They are bringing them by millions. Which one? Who is the one was arrested by Trump because he spoke against him? Nobody. Do we have political prisoners in USA? No. And if we check the fact, we will find that the Democrat or liberals, they are the one who arrest you for political reason. This is England. You say something, they get arrested.
Free speech is illegal.
If you're a keyboard warrior, you're not safe from the law if you incite violence.
Hate speech is a crime. What are you being persecuted for right now?
Telling the truth and showing the public the truth of journalism. Journalism's dead.
Antisocial behavior can put you in jail.
Arresting you. This is in relation to some comments that you've made on a Facebook page.
We do have dedicated police officers who are scouring social media. Their job is to look for this material.
You may disagree with Tommy, but come on, freedom of speech.
He's making comments on an open forum.
Imagine investigators come in with guns, come into your yard because you make a comment in social media. And what the comment saying? Muhammad is a false prophet. Oh, you are offending somebody. Muslim, they say, we want to kill you, post videos of beheading, Allahu Akbar, make fun of Charlie and this guy and celebrating death of this and that. That will not be offensive for the liberal in Europe. This is Europe. And they want America to be the same. They want America to be the same. So either we allow them or we don't. Now, I know that many Christians, they keep talking about we need to pray. I laugh when people, they say such a thing, not because I don't respect prayer, absolutely not. But I say that those are the lazy ones. They just want to pray. They want the Lord to do everything for them. They want him to go to the cross. They want him to die in the cross. They want him to bleed in the cross. They want him to go to the tomb. They want him to resurrect himself. They want him to come back. They want him to save them. They don't want to do anything. They just want to pray. I am not one of those Christians. I can show you tons of verses in the Bible about you need to work. What the Lord, he said about who is his followers. Who are they? He said, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their words, not from their prayer. The Bible even mentioned how many fake people they pray to the Lord, even they follow Jesus. Yet Jesus will say to them, depart away from me, I do not know you. Not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. There's many Christians, let us pray. They are busy, Hail Mary. Hail Mary. Okay, they are killing the Assyrian one after one. Hail Mary. Okay, hello. First of all, what Hail Mary? What about God? What about Christ? And what about doing something about it? What about protecting the Christians? What about making a bigger noise so the whole world will learn your story? We go in a closed room, and then we hold the, those seeds, and we pray Hail Mary. So now the Assyrian Catholic, the Assyrian Christians, the Assyrian in Iraq, almost there's none of them left. And what they are doing? Hail Mary. That's it. International protection, calling for protection, calling for court. How come the Muslims, they were able to move the whole world to seek to take Jews and the Prime Minister of Israel into the International Court for Crimes? But none of those Christians were able to take any of the criminals. Like, look, Trump, he rebuked Israel for attacking Qatar. But shouldn't Trump ask himself, I should rebuke Qatar for hosting Hamas? How come it's okay for Qatar to host terrorists? It's not okay for Lebanon to host Hezbollah. If Iran pay us money, it's okay. No problem. Hezbollah can stay. If Qatar pay us money, it's okay. No problem. So, when we speak about being conservative, conservative is not just someone want to close the borders and he want to fight illegal migration, etc., blah, blah, blah. There's way more than this. The conservative movement we see in USA is far from being conservative. We can say it is more of nationalism, not Christian conservative. There's a big difference. I mean, everybody should love his country. Why not? I mean, this country gives us ground to walk in, security, safety, work, jobs. Our food is from it. Our air is from it. Anyone should love his land. Why not? Nationalism is nothing wrong about it. It's a healthy thing. Chinese should love China. Why not? It's Chinese. Why you in love different country? Japanese should love Japan. Korean should love Korea. The land who feed you is your mother. This land gave birth to you. This land, you will go back to it. But they are not truly conservative. Like in USA, there's little bit of, let us say, like more than just nationalist party trying to affirm old, let us say, rules of the country, borders, security, crack on gangs, and etc. There is some conservative value of Christians, but that is a normal thing because those who are voting for those in politics, they are Christians. So the politician, in order to make them feel a little bit happy, they do some move here and there that, we support your value. But if you check carefully, you will find that the value is not really supported. When they let me open a video, let me find it for you. Here we go. a stupid destiny.
Mr. President, on September 9th, Israel carried out a precise and targeted strike in Doha. The strike targeted Hamas leaders who for years have planned and directed attacks against Israel, many times making these directives from the luxury confines in Doha. These terrorists were the sole target of the operation. The men targeted were not legitimate politicians, diplomats, or representatives. They were the masterminds of terror. They orchestrated the massacre on October 7th, murdering civilians, kidnapping children, raping women, wiping out entire communities. As the smoke still rose from the massacre, even as the attack was still unfolding, Hamas leaders in Qatar appeared live on television, proudly broadcasting their celebration. While Israelis hid in safe rooms, fled from gunfire, and endured murder, kidnapping, and rape, Hamas's leaders feasted and congratulated themselves in real time. These are the same men who called for jihad to escalate the conflict. They called for blood, not peace. They wild terror, not negotiation. And the terror has not stopped. Just days ago, at Ramot Junction in Jerusalem, Hamas terrorists opened fire on a bus stop crowded with children and adults. 6 innocent people were murdered, among them a 25-year-old who had immigrated from Spain, recently married and building his future in Israel, a rabbi who had dedicated his life to teaching the next generation, 2 residents of the community struck down in their own neighborhood. Among the wounded was a woman 8 months pregnant, left to fight for her life and the life of her unborn child. These are not numbers, they are lives, families, futures stolen. When the gunfire stopped, the bus and the pavement around it were drenched in blood. This is what terrorism looks like. Mothers clutching babies, a bus stop turned into a battlefield, a community scared in seconds. This is a reality we face in Israel. Terror raising its ugly head almost every single day. And let this council be reminded, there can be no immunity for terrorists. Hamas immediately praised the killers as heroic and exceptional, later claiming full responsibility for the attack and calling the massacre of innocent people a natural response. There is nothing natural about this. It is terror, pure and simple. Today, 48 innocent people are still held hostage by Hamas. Their families live in daily pain. It has been more than 700 days that innocent people have been trapped in Hamas captivity. 700 days of cruelty and abuse. Hamas has used them as bargaining chips, turning their suffering into currency. But let me be clear, there is no immunity for terrorists, not for those who commit it and not for those who enable it. Israel has agreed to President Trump's ceasefire proposal. We are ready to stop the fighting, but Hamas refuses. They keep the world waiting. They are in no rush. They have the time. Indifferent to the human suffering that their delay causes. And who suffers from this refusal? Not the leaders of Hamas, living abroad in the Ritz-Carlton in Doha. They don't suffer, they have the time. But the hostages languishing in their cells and the people of Gaza used as human shields. From the start, Hamas's strategy has been to embed its weapons among civilians, They hide rockets in schools, command centers in hospitals, and tunnels under homes. They put their own people in harm's way, then cry crocodile tears when civilians are hurt. Our fight is with Hamas, not with the people of Gaza, not with the state of Qatar. Israel will continue to take precautions to protect innocent lives. That is the difference between us and those who glorify massacre and terror. Like in the Bible, like Cain in the Bible, who was marked for the murder of his brother, so too are Hamas's leaders marked for their crimes. It doesn't matter where they hide, whether in the tunnel in Gaza or in a luxury hotel abroad. The mark of Cain is upon them. For too long, Hamas leaders have been sheltered not only in Doha, but in Beirut, Tehran, and elsewhere, parading as politicians and statesmen while acting as terrorists. They are treated like celebrities, when in reality, they are commanders of massacre and barbarism. This false disguise of legitimacy gave them freedom to move, to buy weapons, to recruit through so-called humanitarian networks, and to spread propaganda on international platforms that should have rejected them. This strike sends a message that should echo across this chamber. There is no sanctuary for terrorists, not in Gaza, not in Tehran, not in Doha. There is no immunity for terrorists.
Look at the scumbag of Qatar. You know, the funny is that why in the world even we are having this meeting, shouldn't all of them they condemn Qatar and put sanctions and even fire Qatar to be in the United Nations because they are a country who sponsor terrorism? What is the excuse for having all the leaders of Hamas training camps in Qatar? What is the excuse that Qatar is the sponsored, even from the mouth of Trump himself 4 years ago, for all terrorism in the Middle East? Even Trump himself, he go against Israel. How dare you to do that? Risking our relationship with Qatar. Suddenly Qatar is an important country. It's Japan. Trump is not worried about risking our relationship with Korea by capturing 500 Korean. And why they are there? Because the American government, they are playing games with them. They tell them, open a business, make a business, invest a business, and they are building this business for 20 years, and they don't give them visa. And then what they do? They go and ride them and round them and capture them. But Trump, he will not go and capture the terrorists of Hamas in Qatar, who killed American. See, when we say conservative, a conservative person, he don't have day and night. Like, sometime I go blind, sometime I see. You know what I mean? Conservative is somebody is conservative all the time. Doesn't matter we are talking to who, about what. You can't be a conservative priest, and then women, they come to your church wearing very exposing skin clothing. That is not a church no more. A conservative is someone, he would do what conservatives do. You can't be conservative Christian and you go with women to the bar and you're drunk and you could drink, and after that maybe you have sex, and then second weekend you go to the church and you are conservative. No, see, I am conservative. I don't support liberals. No, you are more liberal than the liberals. Here we see another form of fornication. The whole world is fornicating. If you are rich and the world need your gas and oil, you can play as much you want. And not only that, we'll protect you. we ourselves, the one who is claiming going after terrorists, we will protect you. We will support you. Israel is a small country. Even Trump, he go against them. How dare you to attack Qatar? So what they should do? In fact, the Israeli, government is just a bunch of stupid idiot. They should attack Qatar from the first day they kidnapped, and then October 7 happened. Because all of us and the Israeli knew that the one behind all of this is Qatar. So why you wanna attack the tail and you forget about the head of the snake? If you cut the head of the snake, no Hamas. Hamas need money to survive. They are paying salary, buying weapon, building weapon, making drones. How? Qatar cut the money, cut the head of the snake, change the regime of Qatar. There's no Hamas. Every scumbag terrorist who get paid by Qatar, he will go and find a different job. Maybe we'll look for other country to sponsor his terrorism. It's a fact. All right? But the issue is nobody wanna say the truth. I mean, why would say the truth? The truth hurt. The truth is not easy to handle. We better not to talk about it. If Qatar one day stop paying us money, then we will question Qatar terrorism. Hello, I am Qatar. We are terrorists and we are going to spend $1 trillion in America. Oh, sure, Qatar. Okay, you know what? What terrorism? Are you kidding me? There's no terrorism. We saw nothing. I mean, what are we talking about? Like, come on. Yeah, just in the money, okay? Be sure by evening the money is coming, huh? Okay. So when we speak about conservative, aren't you sure that Trump is saying to make it easy for negotiation? My friend, what negotiating? If Trump is serious, he can force Qatar, and then when you force Qatar, the hostages will be released. If Trump, he says to Qatar, I will let Israel deal with you. I'm not going to protect you no more. Let the hostages go. And not only that, the Qatari, they announced they are going to retaliate. That is very funny, by the way. I mean, I wish they would do. Just try. Because all and Saudi Arabia, by the appearance, all of them, they hate Qatar anyway. But in the appearance, they say, oh, we stand with Qatar. All of this because they notice Trump is taking a side with Qatar against Israel. Even if it's just in public, nothing serious. They will not dare to complain if Trump say, I am with Israel. So, conservative is not somebody speaking, saying, I'm not going to support the homosexuality agenda. I'm not going to support open border. I am going to send the National Guards. This is just a little thing here and there. Conservative Christian is someone who will never support evil and will never protect evil. And right now, American government did not change too much. The same it was in the time of Obama. The same it was in the time of Biden. The same it was in the time of George Bush. Islam is peace, and in the name of Allah, and Qatar is a good country, and Saudi Arabia is wonderful. Nothing changed. And it doesn't matter how much terrorism they sponsor and they spend money on it. Still, they are good for us. So, I don't want you to take me wrong. I voted for Trump. If Trump he go again for election, I will vote for him again. Because we have a stupid like the liberals, Kamala, and this trash junk, or we have at least somebody he have some common sense. Not all of what he do is common sense. Like you ask him about the war with Russia, he repeat the same thing. Oh, I stopped many wars. I stopped many wars. Okay, we are asking about Russia. I stopped many wars. Many wars like in Congo, in Pakistan, and India. It was president. We are talking about Russia. I told you. I stopped. You don't want to talk about it. You repeat the same thing. When he was not the president, he promised to stop the war in 1 day. And how he will stop the war in 1 day? He sided with Putin against Ukraine. He want to force Ukraine to give their land. This is not a conservative behavior. Conservative will not tell somebody, be a loser, take off your pants, and let Putin do what he want to do. That is not a conservative. What if Putin want to take back Alaska? Is that how we stop the war? Tell him, okay, give him the land. Just give him the land. This is what he did with Armenia. He brought the Armenian president like a dog. He forced him to shake hand with the Azerbaijani president like a dog. Forced him to sign agreement like a dog. Instead of supporting the Armenian, he made them submissive to Azerbaijan like a dog, because he need Azerbaijan now. Armenia is not important. Very simple. Still, we have to vote for him because we don't have other choices. Somebody is saying Zelensky got to go. I mean, look at the people, weird people, you know, like they are not from there. They decide who want to stay and who want to go. That's it. This guy, he decides Zelensky got to go. Not Putin. Putin, he's in the office for the last 25 years. No, Putin, you stay. The wicked Putin, only Zelensky have to go. Why? Because defending his country. See how stupid wicked people are. Wicked, you know. In fact, Ukraine, if not Zelensky, would not exist today. You know, you remember when the filthy scumbag Putin, he was gathering his army. What the Western, those NATO scumbag, what they did, they betray Ukraine. They withdraw all their embassies from Ukraine. And not only that, Biden, 8 hours before the attack, he went on TV and he said, I can find you the video. He said, let me make it clear. And I'm quoting here. Whatever happened, America will not get involved. He gave a message to Putin, go. Whatever happened. And not only that, they gave and they invite Zelensky to run and seek refugee in USA. They will send an airplane to take him and his family. Do you know what Zelensky did? By the way, I used to think about him as a kid, like he don't look like really, you know, tough man. He refused. If the army heard that their president ran away, the whole country would collapse. The same what happened in Syria. The army heard that the president ran away to Russia. The whole army collapsed in 5 hours. So I have a lot of respect for the Zelensky. I have zero respect for the Putin. If you go check right now, you will find all the bombing of Putin is happening, 90% of it in apartment buildings. In the Palm Sunday, he killed 18 women and children in church. You know, I remember, I will never be, I'm not against the Russian. I believe this war is a filthy war made by Putin, killing both Christians in both countries. And until now, Putin, what he got from this war? Nothing. Stupid idiot. He lost more than 1 million soldiers. In the last year, he did not even make less than 1% of gain of land of Ukraine. 1 year of war. Less than 1%. This is Russia, the great, the empire, the one who have nukes, the one who scare everybody. They could not even win against Ukraine. I'm not against Russia as people, but there's no question that Putin is a scumbag. He made a law to forbid anyone insulting Muhammad. When this guy Kadyrov, his son and his gangster, I can show you the video, they did beat 16 years old Russian because he insulted Muhammad. And then Kadyrov, he published the video. You can check it out. Putin, he said he deserved it. Putin did not stand to protect 16 years old Christian kid tortured and beaten by Kadyrov, recorded in camera. This is your Putin. Muslims. He is going to get the coastal area of Ukraine and ports. No, he could not. I see he could not get 1% in the last year. Go check it out. And now he's losing, actually. He's a fool. Even though I thought about him always, I thought about him as a smart. But it turned to be he's a fool. He don't calculate his numbers. They thought, this is why he called his war in Ukraine Operation. Operation is like, you know, you watch a movie, Operation, it's like 6 hours operation, 10 hours, 24. He thought he would take Ukraine in 24 hours. And actually, almost they arrived to Kyiv. But you see, this is why I respect this guy, Zelensky. He did not run away. If he's a coward, he will be the first one to run. There was less than 10 kilometers from the heart of the capital. And then the Ukrainian, they were able to beat them up, kick them all the way to the borders. Somebody saying Russia should defend its border. I mean, I don't know. People are really weird. You defend your border, you go to Poland? And you know, the excuse about, like you see, we changed our topic, but then it's okay. The excuse about Ukraine will join the NATO, that's very funny, because NATO is in the border of Russia, less than 500 meters from it, in everywhere, starting from USA. There's less than 500 meters between USA and Russia. Not even half kilometer, like 3-minute walk, but there's a sea. So all of those excuses, we know that he want to steal the minerals. He want to steal land full of minerals. He want to steal all the manufacturers, which is in that territory. He want to steal all the water territory. It's just a theft. The excuse to protect them. Who dare to attack Russia? You tell me. I mean, who is the stupid really believe that somebody is going to attack Russia? They have nukes, they can burn the whole earth. And on top of that, the war with Ukraine proved that the Russian army is really made of cartoon. Their weapon doesn't function, their cars doesn't run, their tanks is horrible, their missiles go back on them. This is the Russian army. You know, Erdogan, he died desperate to buy the SF-100 from Putin, because Putin make it like magical missiles. Here we go. You have the 500. It's not even protecting Moscow. The drones of the Ukraine are going all the way there. So to make it simple for you, anyone protect Islam is a scumbag. And if you are claiming that you love Putin, yet he is the one who protects Islam in Russia and he built mosques in Russia, he is a scumbag. And you are a scumbag too. According to Putin, I should go to jail because I am fighting against the garbage of Muhammad. This is your Putin. Zelensky was just a comedian. That is more funny and comedy comment, my friend. So what if he was a comedian? Like those who became president. Who was Trump? He was a comedian too. He had a TV show, comedian. The people are very silly. Who was Reagan? He was like a philosopher. He was like a scientist. People are stupid. He was just a comedian. The comedian is you with your comment. So what if he was a comedian? This is a job. All your actors are actors. And you know the funny is, those wicked people, if somebody is a porn actor, they call him a star, super, like porn star. They have no problem with that. But Zelensky was a comedian. People are wicked, man. Putin was a KGB criminal. How many people he killed before he became president and after? No problem. So what? This is what KGB do for a living. He can kill as much he want. Suddenly KGB is good people. And they are loving. Very wicked people, man. Very wicked. And very double standard. You see, here we don't have double standard. When Trump he do something wrong, we speak against what Trump doing. Like now, with Qatar. But the wicked ones, because they are not truly conservative and they are not truly Christians, they go blind when somebody do something and they rise open when someone else do something. Because they are wicked and they are liars. It's like a guy who speak about every woman she is a whore, but he don't notice that his wife is the bike of the town. Every woman in the town is a whore. Oh, this woman, oh man, this she is with everybody. Oh, this woman. But his wife, she is the bike, literally, physically, the bike of the town. You don't see it. Right? Pray for those who you hate. No, we do not need to pray for those who we hate. First of all, we hate nobody. This is not about we hate anybody. This is a very funny statement. We hate evil. We don't hate people. When we say Putin is evil, I don't know the guy to hate him, to know him, to love him. I mean, what hate and love? Even the word hate, I don't understand it. Hate is something generated, unless you are mentally sick, because of somebody's action. So you hate his action to you, and then the reaction will come back. So because of his action, you have a respond. If somebody kind to you, usually if you are not mentally ill, if somebody is kind to you, your reaction will be, love it, because he was kind to me. But it's possible that somebody was kind to you, your reaction is evil because you are evil, or you are maybe mental. This is not about hate. CP does not understand battlefield. Battlefield? Yeah, I can tell. You know, have you been in the army before? I was in the army. I was in the police. I have degrees, and I study even intelligence. CP don't understand battlefield. My friend, I understand the first thing about battlefield is when you lose, when you win. So the stupid Putin, after how many years of war, he won nothing. All 1 million soldiers, more than 1 million, he lost. Check out, go ask stupid ChatGPT. Hold on. Just to show you who knows, who understands the battlefield. The Ukrainian drones, they are cutting all his refinery. They are destroying it once after one. The guy is almost out of oil. His weapon, it turned to be junk. He could not stop drones made in Ukraine. Not made, even him is buying it from Iran. Imagine the savage Iranian, Hezbollah. They have drones and Russia don't have it. Can you believe it? The Iranian, he don't have soldiers. He is buying soldiers from North Korea. He's hiring soldiers from Iraq. I can show you right now interview of Iraqi soldiers are fighting in Russia. There's many Russian agencies right now in Iraq. They are working under tourism. They tell you if you go, we have a very good deal for you to Russia. But everybody knows that those are agencies to recruit soldiers. You will have a free hotel 5-6 days and free ticket. You go there. However, you have to go to fit this category. You have to be between this age and that age and that, etc. And physical, and we have to check, etc. They are recruiting. When they go there, they join the army and they give them $5,000 down payment. I can show you the reference right now. Interview by people who serve in the Russian army and they are Muslims from Iraq, sent to fight and kill the Ukrainian. This is how bad it is. I understand that the Ukrainians do that because it's a way smaller country, but Russian, they are running away. All the young men who should go to war, they are in Turkey, they are in Greece, they are in Europe, they are everywhere, but you cannot find them in Russia. Let me ask ChatGPT how much the stupid Putin accomplished. We changed our topic, but it's okay. How much land Russia was able to occupy in the last year from Ukraine? All right. I will play the audio. This guy is stupid. How much land Russia was able to occupy in the last, since January 1st in Ukraine? I say Russia, you type down Fasha. All right, let us play the audio. But they did not tell me any land. They just tell me, you know, heat attack. I want percentage. Hold on, let us ask Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. How much land Putin was able to occupy in Ukraine in the year 2025, and give it to me as a percentage compared to Ukraine land. Let us hear.
As of September 2025, Russia occupies approximately 19% of Ukrainian territory, which includes Crimea and parts of the Donbas region. This amounts to about 44,943 square miles.
But this is not my question. You see how stupid? I ask in the year 25. I ask for the year 25 only, 2025, how much land he was able to control.
I apologize for the error in my previous response.
It's okay, you're
I
stupid.
cannot provide you with a specific answer regarding
The stupid AI, before he gave me the same percentage, now he cannot provide me.
As of September 2025, Russia occupies approximately 20% of Ukrainian territory.
I'm not talking about the whole control. I'm talking in the year 2025. Since January 1st until now, how much land Russia was able to occupy?
Since January 1st, 2025, Russia has gained approximately 1,600 square miles of Ukrainian territory.
See? And how much 1,600 kilometers territory, square miles, is not even 1% of Ukraine. So almost a year of war, 1,000, and losing 1,000,000 soldiers. He could not move even few meters inside Ukraine. This is the most powerful country in the world. Let us see. I will ask Google, and what 1,600 square miles as a percentage of Ukrainian territory. And that what make as a percentage of the Ukrainian territory.
Since January 1st, 2025, the land that Russia was able to occupy represents approximately 0.6865% of Ukraine's total territory.
See it? Not even one, not even, it's like 6.8 of, not even 1%. So almost 1 year war, he could not gain one. This is Russia. I mean, do you know how powerful Russia is? He could not even make it 1%. I mean, this is stupid. Google. It took me 15 minutes to get the answer at the end. Maybe because my English is not good enough to make it clear. I don't know. Maybe. But the end is 0.68 blah 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 of Ukraine. So what is war for? Anyway, so our topic was about killing Christians and how Christian leaders around the world. I will not put the word the Christian leaders between two brackets. Russia, you know, whatever, America, German, all of them, they hate us. They will count on you only if you help them in their political agenda. Like now, why it's important, why Charlie is important. And by the way, I'm not saying he's not important. I'm not saying, you know, I feel so sad, very bad about what happened. But he's important for Republican because he brought them a lot of vote. But for me, that's not what makes him important. For those politicians, they don't care for the life of Charlie. Who is Charlie for them? Nobody. He died, who lived, who cares? They will talk about him for 2 days and then bye-bye, you know? But they will be sure that his organization will supply them with voters. That's what they care for. Nobody cares for the guy. They are not conservative. He is conservative, yes, but they are not. So they use you as a conservative, or they will use you as a lefty. Depends who want to use you. So Obama, he cared for the gays because he want their vote, but he will never be a gay. Even though there is some accusation that he was, somebody claimed, but I think it was just a guy being mentally ill saying that he slept with Obama. They don't care for the black people. They care for them only in the election. Like, you know, when George Floyd, he died, everybody in the Democratic Party went crazy. They burned cars. By the way, if we compare between how the madness of the liberals, they claim that they are civil people. When George Floyd died, they burned cars, stores, street, massive, even shooting. When this guy died, not even a single person was shot. Not even a single car, not even a bicycle was stolen. When George Floyd died, the liberals, between two brackets, they storm iPhone stores. They storm Walmart. They storm malls. They storm every store they can steal. Oh, they are protesting George Floyd. Huh? Yeah, they are liberals. This is how they show you the anger. They steal. So the word conservative is very flexible for many. You will see someone, he go to the beach and his wife, she is wearing a thin line going inside her vagina, and he claimed to be conservative. But his wife dressing the same as someone she is from Kamala Harris party. What is conservative about you exactly? Oh, I care for the borders only. Those are not conservative. When we speak about conservative, for us as a Christians, is people who care for God and God command. You shall not murder. You shall not steal. You shall not fornicate. And you know the rest. It's not somebody, just because he's against opening the border, that he can claim to be conservative. That is not what conservative is. All right? Like you are conservative and then your wife boobs is coming out, almost I can see her nipples. Well, I see a lot of conservatism there. Sorry. That's a lot of conservative behavior, you know? So, you know, like there's a lot of deception in politics. There's many politicians, they notice like in order in this territory, the majority are Christians. So in order to make them win, make myself win the election, I have to do and say what Christians like to hear. The same person, if you move to New York, he will say the opposite. He will support homosexuality, gays, open migration. It depends who is the audience. And here we see in front of us, like this brother here, he's a poor guy from Iraq, Christian, disabled, on wheelchair. 4 Muslims come to his room. He was teaching the Bible. They slaughter him. They kill him. Nobody care for him. Why? Because he will not bring them vote. If this guy have a big effect in voting, Macaroni himself will come to the place of the incident. The president, the prime minister, the ministers, the parliament, the European Parliament. It's all about how they can use you. They try to make a good use of you. So this guy, he died, this brother, teaching the Bible. He never spoke about Islam. He never harmed anybody. Very loving, disabled person. He can't even walk. He cannot walk one step. Did you hear Fox News speaking about him? No. Did you hear David Wood speaking about him? I hope so soon. Somebody tell him, guys, maybe he can make a video. Tell Apostate Prophet. Tell them Christian Prince told you, make videos. Why you go silence on this guy? Is that important? He don't bring click. So if you want to be conservative, you be conservative all the time. You can't be a hero in the front of a cat and you go and you turn to be a dog in the front of a lion. A hero is a hero. Doesn't matter what he's fighting. A bear, a lion, a fox, a chicken. Right? They did? I did not see such a thing. Are you sure? Oh, let me see. I will check. I hope so. No, I don't see. I'm looking at Apostate Prophet. No, 0. Let me see video, pause video. No. Let us go to David Wood. No, there's no such a thing. You're wrong. Well, I mean, if you are a Syrian, you don't talk about the guy. I mean, that would be a shame. He's a Syrian. They are the first one should talk about him, right? But anyway, this is not the point. The point is, when you are poor and you are not famous and you are not important for politics, for agenda of politics, you die, you live. Who care for you? Who care? Is it Trump going to mention my name if the Muslims kill me? No. I don't have organization. I don't have millions of registered on my organization for vote. I don't count. I just a guy, Christian from Middle East. He's in America. He's American citizen, yes, but he's migrant. He died. Okay, so what? Second day, he will praise Qatar for killing me. Right? It's all about politics. The interest on you, not because you're a victim, not because just a freedom of speech. It's just about politics. Their interest of making point. You know, those politicians and all of them, they are garbage. It's like playing football. Who want to put a goal first? They are not interested in the sport. You know, like even actually sport today is not a sport. Like even football, like in America when you say football, American football, but in the Middle East or Europe, when you say football, you mean soccer. But you notice that even the football or the sport is corrupt. There's no sport in the sport. All of it is commercial. All of it is about making money. And none of those players are players. They are just professional to make money. Even they have them in auction. They sell you like this guy, what's his name, Cristiano, whatever his name. He's sold to Saudi Arabia for $500 million contract. Slavery. It's a form. Everything, they corrupt everything with their money. Like one day, football used to be a game where people play for fun and sport. The Greek, they used to have a sport. Today, it's all about commercial. YouTube is about commercial. Like why my video, yesterday I have 3,000 people watching live. When I finished in my screen, it says, I have 14,000 just watched the video. A day after, I have only 16,000 view. It's impossible. Why? Because they don't make money from my channel. I don't have super chat. I don't have advertising. So they shadow. All is about money. And even those who go and make charity and even the one who speak about Islam or the one who speak about Christianity, if you take the money from so-called serving God, none of them will be in YouTube and nobody of them will be in TikTok. Take super chat off. I assure you, maybe 99% of those will disappear. You will not see them. So what you see in TV, the influence and the impact and the drama, even by the way, like, you know, killing Charlie, it was a very horrible thing, right? You remember, I was really very, very sad. Actually, I said to myself, I'm not going to go online maybe for 2 weeks. I was very upset. But then if you look carefully, you will notice how they use the incident for their own gain. The liberals are evil, but there's a lot of Republicans, they are evil too. They invest in those events, not because they care for the person, they care for how we can make this event work for us. So your blood will help us. Even people who they are famous, like Tucker Carlson, if you watch his video, he's smiling, he's happy, he's laughing. He's not upset. Why? Because simply, I mean, this guy was competing. This guy is taking too much light from them. One less, more viewers. all those young youth, they are watching his videos. Nobody will watch. In Tucker Carlson, in a few years from now, nobody will watch his video. Nobody. It's not a secret. Like, you are getting older and you are repeating the same stupid thing. And he had no truth in it. And he is a Qatar agent. By the way, some of you says that the link for Qatar Qatar Carson is not working, about him being agent. I'm not sure why it's not working. This is a government website. I click on it too. It doesn't work. I don't know why. But I will try something else. Maybe if you go to the website directly and search for how we can find it. Let us see. Let us see. Tucker Carlson. I'm searching the website. Yeah, here we go. I'm just trying to find which one. Qatar. Yeah, I'm sure if you look for it, you can find it, but I don't know why the link is not working. Let me try again. I will try to find the link and post it for you. Maybe because there's too many hits on it, they disable it. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe now. You see, I found the same link, but it's not working. I don't know why. Maybe ask somebody in the Department of Justice to disable it, because the link is still there, you know. The link is still there. Actually, I even downloaded the file before, you know. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. Anyone have a question for me? Any question? Yeah, actually, I found the link. The link is there, but it's not working. I don't know why. We opened it in front of you a few days ago, right? Remember? And we view it, all of us. We have it live on video too. So I don't know why now it's not working. How long your rose dong CP? I don't know what the word dong mean. What dong? You mean doing? Did you see today march in London? No, I did not see march in London. March for what? You see, what the benefit of those march? But when the vote come, there's nobody. There's no vote. You know, when the voting happened last time, those conservative, they went all the way to join the football game. I'm telling you, my friend, conservative is not, those people are not conservative. Like, if there is two choices, a football game and changing the government, which one they choose? The football. Welcome to England. CP does actually say in the Quran that lies and lying are shield of their faith. The Quran doesn't say like the sentence you said exactly, but it says the same. Taqiyya, chapter 3, verse number 28. اتقوا منهم تقات. Chapter 3, 28. So you speak to them in a friendly way, but in your heart is the opposite. You cannot take a Christian and Jews as a friends, as you see here. But if there's one of you is sincere to take Christian and Jews as a friend, this person have no honor. He's not a Muslim no more. He's apostate. You kill him. No protection, no honor, no mercy, no protection from Allah. Why? Because he took non-Muslims as a friends. However, if you speak to them against them, taking it as security, saving yourself from them. Like, you live in America, you will not say to them, I want to kill every American. You cannot say that. They won't even give you citizenship. They will not let you get in. So you speak to them, save yourself from them, taking it as we're security, saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way toward them while your heart dislike this. All right? This is what the Quran is teaching. So the Quran doesn't say word by word. It says the word taqiyya. That's what taqiyya means. So all of this is explanation for the word taqiyya. اتقوا منهم تقات. All right? إلا أن تتقوا منهم تقات. You can take them as a friend. However, you can practice such a thing, acting like you're a friend to deceive them. And this is the link. Did I answer you? I hope so. Anything else? Why Russia is at war? Well, Putin, he want to steal the minerals because he have many companies. He bought his stocks from them, and they promise him partnership, big portion of it, if he give them the minerals of the east of Ukraine. You know, fighting over land. This is our land. This is just a stupid. You know, the same Putin. He was just in Ukraine a few years ago, and he was praising Ukraine. He never spoke about land. He never spoke about Crimea. He just met with the Trump in the land of Russia, which is Alaska. He never opened his mouth to take Alaska back. Do he dare? You know, they go after the weak. They will steal their land. The Russian now, they have camps and they have etc. everywhere in Africa to steal the minerals. When I say the Russian, I mean Putin and his gang. The Russian people are poor. Russian, you have yacht, you have, gangs, drugs, mercenaries everywhere. What do you think about Russian drone flying over Poland? I think, again, a stupid behavior from Putin. Like, you know, you see, Trump is trying to avoid any conflict with Russia, obviously, and he don't want to confront Putin. And I find that a very unbrave behavior, let us say cowardly behavior of Trump. Because Putin is taking advantage that Trump now is the president. And Trump, he will avoid anything to have even like an argument with Putin. He go flat in his belly. But it's obvious that Putin is giving a message to the Polish people. I can reach out to you. However, it's proven too that his drones is useless. They could not even pass a farm. They shut them down right away. So in one hand, it's a test to see how much good their defense is. Second hand is to make a message, but he failed because now Poland is making big noise of it and getting more support. Even Trump now, he said just today, a few hours ago, he will put sanctions, the maximum sanction ever you can imagine, if Europe agree to stop buying oil from Russia. And here you see the hypocrisy. How those people, they are saying they support Ukraine, and until now they are buying oil from Russia. See the hypocrisy? They claim that they are defending Ukraine and they care for Ukraine, but they buy oil and gas from Russia to feed the army of Russia with money and resource. So European, American, both of them, they are hypocrite. And the Ukrainians are paying the price of partnership with the hypocrite. I was actually in Ukraine when the NATO was in Odessa. I went there to do a seminar. They brought me Ukrainian and international student. There's a lot of international student in Ukraine. So I met with many, you know, Indian, Sri Lanka, European, all are student, and for sure some Ukrainian. In the same period, I was there. Actually, I have a video. Maybe I can find it out. And even I met with the Marines. They were playing like music in the Odessa. I spoke to them. I told them I was in the army. They asked me which division, blah, blah, blah. So we have a nice conversation. But imagine, few months before the war, the NATO was there. The second Putin, he says he want to fart, the NATO is nowhere to be found. So they fooled Ukraine. They told them, oh yeah, we will do war game in Ukraine. We are, and he put the flag of the NATO. They lied to him. When Putin came or announced his coming, which is apparently is happening, Biden, he went on TV, he says, whatever happened, let me make it clear, whatever happened, USA will not intervene. He make it clear. So Putin, he took the message, whatever happened, we will not get involved. Take it. Take it. All the Europeans, they empty their embassies. Russia, I mean, look, sorry, France, England, all of them, a bunch of cowards. They empty the capital of Ukraine so he can invade. This is a clear message. Come and take it. And he did, but he failed. So if this is what happened when you trust someone else for your security. Never trust somebody else for your security. All right? Even for your home security. Never. You must be stupid to do that. Every country have to depend. Like, who in the world will not trust America to defend him if war happen? What if Russia now attack Poland? Do you think Trump, he will join war? No, I don't think so. They will let Poland go by itself. We are not going to go and fight Russia for you. But we have NATO. We sign agreement. Just cook it, make soup. Look what Turkey did in Cyprus. Who did move? Nobody. Not even a single country moved his ass. Not a single European country moved their ass. He took half of Cyprus in less than 24 hours. But they did nothing. Did America do anything? No. Still, we sell them weapon. We make weapon for them. We buy their goods. We buy many things from them. We support their economy. Even we give them loan. America saved the economy of Turkey after they invade Cyprus. All right? This guy, he's a gay. He want to F America and he want to F Israel. No problem. You can F America. I have a disposal machine for you. You can put your penis there. All right? And I will take care of the rest. I will turn on the switch. If America, if Israel. Hey, a homo. He if anything in his way. Disposal machine, he put his penis inside. Any hole. Yeah, Cyprus left alone. If Turkey now attack Greece, who's going to support Greece? America? Italy? France? Germany, they sold them the biggest and the most advanced submarine to Turkey, not to Greece. Spain is supplying Turkey with all kind of weapon, and even the partnership with them to make weapon. They want Turkey to conquer Europe again. You know, European are, the government are wicked, stupid. Everybody knows that Turkey one day is going to attack Europe again, and they will invade and they will occupy. History always repeats itself. So if the Greek people, they think that if a war happened, European Union would stand with them, good luck with that. They stand with you. The same happened with Cyprus. Cyprus is part of European Union. Nobody move. No, I think Russia, they thought that Ukraine is their backyard and they can take it anytime. I don't think they are interested to invade Poland or those countries because they know there's a consequence. I mean, Ukraine alone, they could not do it. In fact, now, war might change and become more horrible to Russia because Ukraine, they were able. You see, Ukraine are not the same as Syria, Iraq, the countries. This is Ukraine. They can make nukes. They do not need America help to make nukes. They have all the facility, all the scientists. And look now, they made their own weapon during the war, which everybody is jealous to have. It's a fact. Land drone, sea drone, air drones. And they are going so far without American support. They have missiles now, they can reach 3,000 kilometers. 3,000. Made in Ukraine, which means they can use it. The West, they gave them weapon. They told them, oh, you cannot shoot at Russia. You can shoot only in your territory. Do you see why Russia was taking advantage? So they can shoot all the way to the capital of Ukraine, but Ukraine cannot shoot back. They can shoot only in the land which occupied by Russia. Not even a single meter behind. So they were limited. They have to defend only inside their land. They cannot use the weapon of America inside Russian land. What kind of support the support is? You can shoot at the Russian in your land, but you cannot shoot at the Russian if they are behind the wall. But now Ukrainian, they become very advanced, and all countries, go check the news, are seeking contract with Ukrainian technology. And actually now, Poland, who help Ukraine a lot, by the way, they provide them with a lot of things. When Russian, they did this stupid move inside Poland, the Ukrainian right away, they offer their technology and expertise because nobody can beat them in that no more. Even Israel is signing agreement with Ukraine because their airplanes is right away tested. Like when those engineers, they make a drone, it's not going to take it to toy, like fake war. The war is there. They just make it fly in the roof and send it and test it. So their drones is getting advanced so fast because it's war tested, not war game tested. And now they are able to reach all the way to Moscow. I mean, if we check right now the refinery, let me check. their technology become way. I mean, even America signed agreement with the Ukrainian. They want to get their own, weapon. America. Ukraine says its drone struck Bashafnet Novel Refinery in UFA. Now, this is 3 hours ago. This is 3 hours ago. This is not 3 years. Things is getting so bad for the stupid Putin. He never thought this way is going to be. Every day they are hitting refinery somewhere. And now, actually in one hit I saw it, I think almost maybe 30 to 40% of the oil production and gas production of Russia is gone. In one hit. So now they are hitting, I don't know how many refinery every day, because every day, every few hours. And look, this is new news. Drone breach Romanian airspace during Russian attack on neighboring. You know what, Romania, they are very close to, actually when I was in Romania, I went to an area, it's called Ishi, I forgot the name. It's in the borders of Moldova. Yeah. So things is not going well for the stupid Putin. It's not. He's not doing good. Look at this. This is 5 hours ago, not yesterday. Ukraine hits one of Russia's largest refinery. Largest. How far? 1,400 kilometers. All days is over. Those guys, they suffer a lot, and now they are getting ready for offensive. Like Putin now, he have those 2 coming months before the winter started, 2 or 3 months. Otherwise, after that, he can't even move, because the ground, he cannot move with his weapon and machines until the ground became solid, icy. During the period where there's still rain, the land is a swampy. His tanks will not function, his trucks will not function, his supply will not function. And look at the news. All of this is like cutting the blood for the war. Putin, he cannot survive if he continues this way. The Ukrainians are giving him a screwdriver. As simple as that. What the end result? The end result is the Russian, they will find themselves getting screwed, and they did not accomplish really what they should accomplish from so-called operation. They lost more than 1 million human beings. For sure, the Ukraine lost a lot of people too, hundreds of thousands of soldiers. But Ukraine, they are not the one who invaded. You see the war today. Like Charlie was killed by somebody. He's obviously liberal. Do you know what the liberals are saying? Oh, he is conservative. This is what many people they do. Russia is the one who invade. They accuse Ukraine that they are the invaders. Who in the world want to believe that Ukraine, the poor country, the weak country compared to Russia, want to invade Russia? It's like a cat fighting a lion. But if you're a fool and you are a propaganda person and you have no dignity, you will say that. You will say the Ukraine is the one attacked. They are fascist too. The same example they do. Look, they accuse Ukraine to be fascist and Nazi, but the president is a Jew. The president of Ukraine is a Jewish. But they accuse Ukraine president to be fascist. Everything work? Right? Propaganda. He brought fighters from Iraq. I can show you right now. I can get you videos about recruiting Iraqi, Syrian, Somalian to go and fight in Russia. Nobody, Russian don't want to fight. Let me search for it in front of you. Russian travel agencies recruiting soldiers to fight in Russia, in Iraq. Okay. Let us show you the result. They have a travel agencies, which is nothing but the Russian intelligence agencies in Iraq, in many countries. They tell you we have a very nice offer, travel offer, but they tell you in the same time between in front of the government here in public, we are just the travel agencies, but you are signing a contract to go and fight in the war. All right? They will give you even citizenship. They are giving thousands of Iraqi Muslims citizenship. Just go and fight in Russia. And mostly they will send you to the front line to die. You know, usually you will not enjoy the citizenship. You will be dead before you finish. Like, you will be lucky if you get the citizenship and the war stop right away after you know. Muhammad now is an official considered Russian citizen. All right? It's impossible for him to return. They gave him citizenship if he joined the army. Many of them, they are trying to run through Belarusia. After they go, they say this is hell. They are sending them to the front line to die. They don't send even the real Russian. They send those Arab Muslims in the front so the Ukrainian can kill them. They kill Ukrainian and the Ukrainian kill them. And as you see, this guy is a Shia. I can tell he is from the city of Al-Sadr. He don't have a school. He don't have a study. He don't have education. Little money. Look at this. Muhammad contracted them and was asked to pay $500. He sent $100 down payment. This is the agencies, an opportunity for work. So in the appearance, you are even paying to go. Followed by 400 later. After 33 days, he received a travel visa through a contact in Telegram. And this is the person who contacted him, which is obviously like a Russian intelligence agent, like the KGB in the Soviet time, who used account friend of Russia. This person sent him plane ticket, and Muhammad departed Baghdad with friend from Basra. He brought with him another person. At first, the treatment was respectful, but everything quickly changed. Upon arrival, he was transferred into training camps, but they told him you will go to work. Like some, they tell them what they would do, but they notice that not many they are interested to go to war. So they tell them you have a contract for work. So in the beginning, treatment was nice, and then they transfer him to a camp, full month. And then, they start treating them harsh. It's an army, you are going to die. They are taking you for slaughtering. And then they will make fun of them because they are Iraqi and the Russian don't like them. And the commander will make fun of you, and and then anyway. And then it says, a fighter, 2 million, he received 2 million rubles. The monthly salary is a 25 papers, around $25,000. I know it's true. That's what it says here in front of you. And citizenship too is part of the bargain. So this is what they promise. This is not what they get, because usually what you get is not what you promise. Not in Russia. Not everywhere, actually. Anyway, so you go there, and then you can read the rest what happened. I have videos actually made by Iraqi TV stations with in Arabic. I can play it for you. Hundreds of Iraqi went to Iraq, and they promised them citizenship, high salary, and then they are struggling to get out, to run. If you try to run, they will shoot you. All right. Muhammad now is officially considered as a Russian citizen, but his heart remains in Iraq. He don't care for Russia. He's a Muslim. He speaks bitterly of the impossibility of returning. Legally, I have the right to return, but Russia state can fine me, jail me, or exempt me, blah 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 blah. All right, yeah. And there's hundreds of men like this guy. Here we go. This is the Iraqi guy who joined the Russian army. This is the army of Putin. They are bringing fighters from Africa. They give them citizenship. But this is telling you that the Russians, they are running away. They don't want to fight, not because they are coward, but because they understand that this war is not really for Russia. It's not Russia at risk. There's nobody invading Russia. This is the war only for the corporation of Putin and his gang, his mafia. They want to control the minerals, and his companies, who he will have a partnership with them, they will suck the minerals of Ukraine. So they hire you, they recruit you, they go to die, and they promise citizenship. And those are living in Iraq, country is messed up. You want to be a Russian? We have a blonde girls there, huh? Citizenship right away. You go there, they give it to you, citizenship, passport. They are not lying to you, but you die. Let's see how long this guy will survive. An idiot saying to me, CP, go and fight in Ukraine with Ukraine too. See, first of all, anyone remember in the beginning of the war? Who remember? I said, I'm going to fight with Ukraine. Ukraine themselves, they said to me, no, don't come. We have men. What you do online is more important. Honest, God is my witness. You're an idiot. Especially when I heard the Chechenian, I don't want to fight with the Russian. I don't want to kill a single Russian. But I will be happy to put my bullet in the anus of, what his name? Kadyrov. You're a scumbag, my friend. And now this Abdul, they take a picture of with him with Putin. By the way, Putin, he have the same picture since he became president first time. He is there almost for more than 20 years. He will never leave until somebody kill him. I mean, this is democracy. You come there, you never leave. And then when his term is over, because he cannot be elected anymore, more than twice, he make his assistant president, and he will become the assistant. But in reality, he is the president. Putin. And Abdul is smiling. Spasiba, Putin. And later they will send him in a coffin to his family, if they send him back. I can show you tons of interview with Iraqi. And all of them, they cannot come back even. They don't even allow them to go back. You cannot. They have hundreds of travel agencies in Iraq. They are called travel agencies, but they have nothing to do with tourism. They work for the Russian intelligence to recruit fighters, because Russians don't want to fight. All young men Russian, they are wanted to serve in the army. They are either in Turkey, Bulgaria, Poland, Moldova, anywhere, but not in Russia. And especially if you are a criminal, by the way. If you are a criminal from other country, they will give you citizenship, because you are perfect, you are a criminal. They don't want a good guy. Who care about good guy? Who care? You cannot find a job in your country because you are a criminal, you've been arrested, you've been in jail many times. No problem. And this Abdul now is happy. He became Russian, yet he don't speak Russian. And he will not come back, most likely. Anyway, here we have somebody is so smart. let's just show you how some are really mentally ill. I'm not calling names, by the way, but just to show you how stupid your comment is. Mr. Anti-Atheist. I'm not calling you names, I'm just describing you. Guys, look at this. CP. So let me go get this straight, CP. Doesn't matter if UK goes down, Sweden go down, Denmark go down, then Germany go down, as long Ukraine just survive, correct? I mean, do you see the stupidity? They want to make you feel guilty. Why they want to go down? You don't have army, you donkey. What, you have no balls no more? You eat ice cream, all of you, you became gays. How they will come down? Don't UK have nukes? Don't the France have nukes? Don't America have nukes? How they can go down? It's the opposite, actually. You are sacrificing those Ukrainians to defend you. You are not helping them because you care for them. You are helping them to die. So the Russian will not come to your borders. It's the opposite. And you are not supporting them. You are terrified. You are a coward. Do you send your army to fight with them? No. So what are you crying for? Potato. Hey, take me, make it clear. No matter if they go down, huh? So if Russia want to take you, Ukraine is the problem? Who care about? They will go. They can go to Poland. Belarus is open. They have borders with Sweden. They have borders with Norway. They have borders with everybody. You're just a stupid idiot. Like he claimed, like, you know what, we are sacrificing ourselves for the sake of Ukraine. Let me be clear, man. Are you sure? Yeah, I can tell. That's why you send your army there. You're making poop on your pants. When Putin came, says, I am invading Ukraine. You did not even dare to fart. And right away, all those who have borders with Russia, please, please, let us join the NATO. Please, Putin is coming to us. Sweden, all of them. You see how much terrified you are? You didn't care for Ukraine. Putin attacked Ukraine. Why you jump in the middle? I will tell you why. Because you are terrified from Putin. You don't care for Ukraine. That's the truth. Don't claim to be a hero. You sound like a Zot of Muhammad. No, I am not saying Ukraine is the problem. I'm saying what? Islam is the problem. Hey, God, my friend, give me a break. I don't know. This is what you said to me. It doesn't matter. Let me be correct, right? This is what you say. Don't back up on what you say. Everyone who claimed that European they help Ukraine, the reality is they are scared and they are helping Ukraine to defend them, not the opposite. You are hoping that Ukraine will hold the Russian from your borders. This is the truth. I'm not siding with anybody. Trump himself, he don't dare to go war with Russia. He don't dare. That's why when he go to Putin, he go flat in his belly. When he go and speak with Zelensky, he kick him out from the White House. He kicked him out, literally. No respect. Why? Because it's a poor country, Ukraine, you know. We can insult them. We can spit at them. We can discriminate them. We can put them down. We can make fun of them. But when Putin come, we have red carpet, respect, reception, Mr. President. Yeah. When the poor Zelensky, he come, we treat him like a dog. What a shameful behavior. And the hypocrite Putin, he meet with the Trump in Alaska. He have no problem with that. He remember Crimea, that it was his land, as he claimed, but he don't remember Alaska, you know. Alaska is Russian. Until now, in Alaska, there's all the churches is Orthodox Russian churches. Shall I show you? If you go to Alaska, you will think you are Russia. It is Russia. Putin, he have no problem to visit Alaska as an American land. He don't dare to open his mouth, says this is our land. We want to take it back from America. He will not dare. We go blind. This is Alaska, my friend. This is Alaska. St. Michael Cathedral, Orthodox Church, Russian. Most of those Christians there are Russian. Russian, literally Russian. They speak English, yes, but they are Russian. This is Russia. Do he dare to speak about it? No, he remember only in Ukraine. Oh, one day this is used to be our land. The Chinese, they took massive land from Russia. The Chinese now refuse to give the land back to Russia. Check it out in Google. Check it out. Do Putin dare to wage war on China? The stupid Putin, he rented the land to the Chinese. He rented the land, lease, to make money. The lease is over. China said, well, this is our land. It used to be our land before. We will keep it. Let me ask the stupid ChatGPT. Is it true that the Chinese refuse to return a land they leased from Russia? ChatGPT, he did not understand. Can you clarify which land? Huh? Aren't you the ChatGPT stupid that you know everything? Let me ask Google. Hold on. Hey Google, is it true that Russia did lease land to the Chinese and the Chinese government refused to return the land back to Russia?
No, this is not true. Russia seized vast territories from the Qing dynasty in the 19th century through unequal treaties, not through a lease. China considers these treaties unjust, but has not made official claims for the return of the land.
See, guys, it's not true. But look what happened now. He said, no, this is not true. Russia seized vast territories from the city of the Qing dynasty in the 19th centuries through unequal treaties, not through a lease. You stupid idiot. I did not say Russia lease. I said the Chinese lease. You see how stupid Google? So they give now back the land as a lease, and the Chinese refuse to return it back because you took it from us unjustly. Let me change my question. Let us see if the stupid AI will understand. The land which is part of China and it used to be held by Russia, how the Chinese get their hand on it now? Listen carefully.
No, this is a common misconception. China did not lease land to Russia. Instead, Russia acquired vast territories from the Qing.
You stupid. I did not say Chinese leasing from Russia. You idiot. Is the opposite. What's wrong with this AI? Let me make the question again. Hey, Google. Russia occupied a big land from China. China now have the land back, but how they get it back?
Russia acquired a vast territory known as Outer Manchuria from China through the 1858 Treaty of Aigun and the 1860 Convention of Peking.
What is the answer? I said, how they get it back now? You see, this AI is just a stupid software. So anyway, so the Russian, they took big land in the 19th centuries from China, and they made a lease, farming lease. In fact, the one who I play it on air by the AI itself, and they gave details. This AI is not stable. Like once give you even details about the territory, what they used to grow, and how the farmers use it, and now the Chinese refuse to return it back, and now AI is saying, you keep repeating the same thing. The Russian, they acquired this land by unjust treaty. Why it's unjust treaty? Because it was happening after a war. They forced the Chinese at that time, they were weak, to give up this land. See, when you are strong as an army, you can swallow the neighbor even if the neighbor was China. Even if the neighbor is China. Because at that time, China was weak. But you cannot do that to China today. China will swallow you. See what happened when you are weak? Everybody will eat you alive. This is why I say, never trust your security in other countries. Never. Any country would do that, making a big mistake. Like even Israel. When Biden was a president, he stopped sending weapons and bombs to Israel. But imagine if Israel, they have no manufacturers of their own. How Israel can survive war with 7 countries? 7. How the Israelis survive? Because they don't trust the American support to be forever. And this war actually taught them a big lesson that they have to make any emission they need from America, they have to be made in Israel, no more from America. And they will have it ready, I think, in 2027. So in the coming war, the Israeli will not need the mercy of America to control where they can go and what they can do and who they can fight and who cannot fight. This is what happened to you when you are dependent in other country. You will become their slave. Put up StreamYard, Mr. Coward. First of all, I don't have a StreamYard. I'm not using StreamYard. And if you are brave, I can open my Discord for you. You want to call me? Miriam? Miriam, you want to call me? Guys, Miriam, she want to call me. You want to call me, Miriam? I don't use a StreamYard, you idiot. However, if you want to call me, I open Discord for you. Do you want to call me? Say yes. Say yes. Who care about you? Call me. You can call me in Discord. I do not have a StreamYard. I'm not using StreamYard. My program doesn't have such a link. Do you want to call me? I can give you my Discord right now and you can call me. Do I do it or not? Let us see who's the coward. If you say no, that means you are the coward. Yeah, this is Miriam, the sister of Aaron. Do you want to call? Guys, invite everybody. The sister of Aaron, she is here. She want to call me and she accused me to be a coward. You don't use it, so get Discord. You use only StreamYard. But I'm not using StreamYard. My broadcast is not StreamYard, you idiot. No wonder you are a Muslim. By the way, is it true that the Quran says you are half a brain? I don't think even you have a brain. I mean, how a woman in the world, she accept to become a Muslim or she believe in Muhammad unless she have no brain at all? Miriam is a man? Oh, he must be a gay then. Like Muhammad. I can prove to you easy that Muhammad was LGBTQ SFIM. Very easy. Challenge me. I have tons. His uncle, his family. Even Aisha, she have a brother he want to get married. He was advised, the brother of Aisha, to marry a gay, and I can show the reference. Mariam, do you want to call me? The sister of Aaron? You want to call me? I will show you Aisha brother. He was advised to marry a homo, but he's from a good family, by the way. He's a nice homo. very well educated. He knew how to do masturbation. He's skilled. He have a certificate in the blue job and red job, all kind of jobs. Are you there, Mariam? Mariam, she is playing dead now. Mariam, where nowhere can be found. Yeah. She's suffocated, you know. She is a aura. You know what aura? Muhammad, he says women are aura. All of her is a aura. Aura means vagina. CPs think Islam allowed one man as a wife. Is that English? What does that mean? He think Islam allowed one man as wife. What does that mean? What the heck is that? Is that English? I thought my English is bad. I feel better now. Who care about wife or husband? We're talking about effing. Do you need to marry the gay to F the gay? Potato? Weird. You know, I like when I came back from the army. You know, when you are in the army, I went to like the training first, and they gave us, I think, 2 days or 3 days vacation. So I met somebody. I went to a store. He was working in the store, and there's a guy next to him. He's work with him. And then the guy, he said to me, "I like, by the way, your hair." What hair? Are you talking to me? I was like, you know, I'm in the army. I am shaved. Like, I have no hair. I said, "Oh, thank you." I put my hand on my head. I said, "Oh, okay. Yeah, you can join the army." He said, "No, no, I'm not talking about that hair." He was looking at my chest. He's a gay. He said, get out of here. You like my hair? And I was thinking about what this guy, what hair is talking about. I shave my head. I'm in the army now. I'm in vacation from the camp. In the camp, they shave you to zero. Zero, there's no hair, you know. I like your hair. And I was looking, oh, okay. I told him, you can join the army if you like to cut your hair like this. He said, no, no, I'm not talking about this. And he was looking at my chest. So he said, get out of here. He ran away. He noticed how upset I was. Yeah, potato. Are you there, Maria? Do you like my hair, Maria? Call me and tell me you like my hair. Maybe we can do muta. I like your religion. You think I am from Azut Corporation? I am not. All right, all right. I better finish for today. Russia is not a threat to EU. Well, I hope Russia will have peace with all countries around, including Ukraine. Whoever come with this war, Putin is an idiot. It's not for the benefit of Russia. You know, the European Union, they open all kind of companies, business. Russian, they can fly to Europe before. Everything was going perfect. Everything is fine. This war has no reason for it. And this is stupid idiot Putin. He made things go upside down. He's just a donkey. I used to think about him as a smart person. He turned to be a donkey. What he gained from this war? Nothing. Now all European countries are scared, terrified, and they hate and they are worried about Russia. What for? Before the war, you remember, every company, including American, they opened in Russia. Things became normal. Relationship, economy, trade, business, manufacturers. And this is the best way to have peace with countries around you. This war brought nothing but disasters to everybody around. It's a shameful behavior of a stupid dictator who is very greedy. He don't care for Russia, by the way. He care only for big, rich mafia guys who want to build companies to suck. The same as Trump, he want to take the middle of Ukraine. Putin, he want to take the middle of Ukraine. Trump, he used the reason, oh, we gave you $300 billion. Putin, he used different reason. We are in the border. We can take it for free. Why wouldn't I pay them anything? Just take it. We can claim that there's Russian here, live here. Anyway, you can think about things as you wish. At the end of the day, the truth will be known one day. If you search for it, you will find it. You know, if you remember a few days ago, somebody accused Israel to kill who? To kill Charlie. Less than 24 hours after, we found that this is absolutely false. People make up lies. They will accuse anybody. They will make conspiracy. And the Russian themselves, or any CIA, any intelligence agencies, they can fabricate a story to divert the truth from being known. All intelligence agency in the world, doesn't matter what the country, they have zero ethic. You know what ethic is? It is not part of their work program. They have department to fabricate news, to spread the news, because most of countries can be destroyed by news. Just, they can destroy a stock market by news, false news. And right away, the fool will carry it for you for free. Very simple. They have the KGB, they used to have a very massive number of KGB members. Their job is just to fabricate news to brainwash American, and they succeed. Actually, there's a KGB, there's an ex-KGB. You have a video online, you can watch it. Very well-known person from the KGB. And he tell you how the Soviet Union was able to destroy America. And they are successful, actually. What you see today in America is what the Soviet Union did. He will tell you. He will tell you himself how it worked. And if you listen to him, you will see he is saying the truth.
Well, you spoke several times before about ideological subversion. That is a phrase that I'm afraid some Americans don't fully understand. When the Soviets used the phrase ideological subversion, what do they mean by it?
Ideological subversion is the process which is legitimate, overt, and open. You can see it with your own eyes. All you have to do, all American mass media has to do, is to unplug their bananas from their ears, open up their eyes, and they can see it. There is no mystery. There is nothing to do with espionage. I know that espionage intelligence gathering looks more romantic. It sells more deodorants through the advertising, probably. That's why your Hollywood producers are so crazy about James Bond type of thrillers. But in reality, the main emphasis of the KGB is not in the area of intelligence at all. According to my opinion and opinion of many defectors of my caliber, only about 15% of time, money, and manpower is spent on espionage as such. The other 85% is a slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. It's a great brainwashing process which goes very slow, and it's divided in 4 basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country.
See, they are talking, they are planning about 20 years in advance. 20 years. So in order to destroy America, you can't do it in 1 month, 1 year. It's going to take 20 years, and this is what happened in America. Right now, those liberals are the fruit of the Soviet Union. All the liberals, they lost their sense. Open borders, anybody can come. We protect criminals. Security for migrant. All of it is sound humanitarian. Free Palestine. All those ideas is self-destruction. The migrant, they are coming by tens of millions, not a million, not 100,000 million. And we're talking about 10 millions. They enter America in a very short time during Biden. And those migrants, we give them free hotel, free health insurance, free school, and they don't pay tax. So they are sucking the budget. And many of them, they are criminals. They will start selling drugs, prostitution, blah, blah. So the benefit from the migrant is not a quality migrant. It's like bringing scientists, etc. No, we are bringing somebody. Some of them, they are decent. We're not even bringing them. I mean, the border is open. However, the agenda here for the KGB to make schools, university, teach something at the end of the day will dismantle America as a country. And you notice that all schools run by Democrat, they teach you to hate the American army. I mean, who is going to be happy for that? Soviet Union. Obama, he said, only losers join the American army. You will never hear this in Russia. In Russia, only heroes join the army. In America, only losers. This is an ideology planted by the Soviet Union. So don't join the American army. You're a loser if you do. If you wear the American flag, they kick you out from the school. So what flag we like? Put any flag, Iraq, Afghanistan, Mexico, any flag, but not America. American flag, we burn it. This is what the KGB want. They want generation who hate their own country, and they will never fight against them one day if war happen. But how you can explain such a stupid thing to the American when total generations are being brainwashed and stupid? And he will explain to you, actually, even if you show them the truth, they will not listen. And we are in this stage now.
Enemy exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism is being pumped into the soft heads of at least 3 generations of American students without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of Americanism, American patriotism. The result you can see, most of the people who graduated in the 60s, dropouts or half-baked intellectuals, are now occupying the positions of power in the government, civil service, business, mass media, educational system. You are stuck with them. You cannot get rid of them. They are contaminated. They are programmed to think and react to certain stimuli in a certain pattern. You cannot change their mind, even if you expose them to authentic information, even if you prove that white is white and black is black. You still cannot change the basic perception and the logic of behavior. In other words, these people, the process of demoralization is complete and irreversible. To get rid society of these people, you need another 20 or 15 years to educate a new generation of patriotically minded and common sense people who would be acting in favor and in the interests of the United States society.
And yet these people who've been programmed and, as you say, in place and who are favorable to an opening with the Soviet concept, these are the very people who would be marked for extermination in this country?
Most of them, yes. Simply because the psychological shock when they will see in future what the beautiful society of equality and social justice means in practice, obviously they will revolt. They will be very unhappy, frustrated people. And the Marxist-Leninist regime does not tolerate these people. Obviously they will join the links of dissenters, dissidents.
Yes.
unlike in present United States, there will be no place for dissent in future Marxist-Leninist America. Here you can get popular like Daniel Ellsberg and filthy rich like Jane Fonda for being dissident, for criticizing your Pentagon. In future, these people will be simply squashed like cockroaches. Nobody is going to pay them nothing for their beautiful, noble ideas of equality. This day
there's an edit in the chat saying, CP, do you think you are immune from brainwash? I mean, you are an idiot. You have to prove it. It's not about immune, not immune. It's about, can you brainwash me? If I'm brainwashed, how come I'm not believing, supporting anyone blindly? Brainwash is when you lose your ability to recognize between wrong and right. So I vote for Trump, but I know Trump is not the angel coming from heaven. When Trump do something wrong, I criticize him. I'm not brainwashed. If I'm brainwashed, I will vote for Trump. I will say Trump is amazing. Doesn't matter what he do. Even if it's shit, I will say it's a holy shit. So you are stupid. You do not know even what a brainwash mean. You type in the chat a definition, but you don't understand it, obviously. Brainwash is somebody, you tell him, you show him yogurt, he say this is a rock. That's it. It's a rock. It's a yogurt. No, it's a rock. Put your finger in it. It's a rock. You show him a cat, he say this is a dog. You show him a person, it's white, he say this is black. Brainwash person is somebody, he sees something different from reality, and you are a mental when you mention that. And this very smart, you know, like the KGB, when they hire somebody, they don't do the same as in USA. If you look at the Secret Service in USA, you'll see there are a bunch of dumb, stupid idiots. Like, look what happened now with the Charlie case. What his name? The director of the FBI. He went in TV telling us how amazing the work of the FBI. Right? Okay, why it's amazing? We got him in less than 30 hours. Like, what are you talking about? It's his parents, they brought him to you. You post his picture because you failed. You could not find his fingerprint. You could not find anything about him. You ask the public because you are in disability. So they have low IQ, anyone, because anyway, if you are Mexican, we hire you. If you are an Arab like me, we hire you. Because they don't believe in equality. They believe in equality of racism. They don't choose the best pilot for airplane. So if we have one is Mexican or African and one is white, they don't check and see who is the best pilot. They hire you by color, which means they are racist, by the way. Because even if you hire somebody who's black, just because he's black, it's racism. While the Soviet Union, they don't care for who you are. They will check and they will make you under a lot of examination and test to see how smart. Look at this guy when he's talking, you can tell he's a genius. Who is the head of the CIA in USA? Who is the head of the intelligence now and before? And 10 years ago? Who is the head of Russia today? A KGB officer. All of those, they could not find the killer, yet they have technology, they have computer, they have AI recognition for the face, and they claim they got him in 30 hours. When you listen to the news, you will hear that his father is the one who called and deliver him. Is that true? So they play heroes, we got him. No, you did not get him. His father, he brought him by his hand to your station. You did not go to his house, arrest him when he was asleep. But they go in front of the camera and they claim we got him. 20 agencies, CIA, National Intelligence, blah, 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 blah. None of them was able to find the guy. And the guy is not wearing gloves. And he's not wearing mask. I mean, look how Trump almost was killed. Right? Brother, Prophet Muhammad SW said, I am the city of knowledge and God the knowledge and God of the knowledge that the true Muslim. Etika, I don't know what are you talking about. If Muhammad is a city of knowledge, how come he do not know how to write his name? That is a lot of knowledge. How come he do not know how to read his own book or to write it? How come he think that the woman, she have a semen coming from her back, from the ribs, and the sperm became a clot, and the clot became a piece of meat? Your prophet is a city of knowledge, my friend? That is a very, very, very silly, stupid knowledge. A chicken would not say that, even when she say bak bak bak. Anyway, so the propaganda always on TV and from agencies is very funny and very stupid, and now people, they believe, wow, they got him. But then you listen to the news, you'll find the guy, you know, nobody got him. Actually, I think if his father did not report him, they might get him by time. Somebody, because it's fishy, by the way. Why nobody from the neighbors called, said, I know the guy? Why nobody from his friends in school? I mean, the guy live in town. Nobody called. So they were hiding, you know. But his parents, I think they were worried that they will be accused of conspiracy, and they are the one who is hiding this from the authority, especially after he mentioned to them that he did it. So they decide to sacrifice their son to save their ass, most likely. It might be because they are good people, maybe, I don't know. But you know, if you harbor somebody is wanted as a criminal, you can go to jail for a long time too, even if he's your son. As simple as that. All right? For me, it's time to go because I'm going to split the moon. Today is a moony night, and I'm planning to split the moon. Guys, if you go in the street today or in your yard or from your balcony, please look at the moon because a Christian prince is going to split the moon. All right? Like Prophet Muhammad. Because Allah, He spoke to me last night. I had diarrhea. I heard noise coming from underneath of me. I said, who's there? He said, knock, knock. I said, what the heck? What about the smell? He said, holy smell. Anyway, we have a nice conversation. It was liquidy, little bit liquidy conversation. And I heard from Allah during the process of diarrhea that today I'm going to diarrhea at the moon and split it. I will shoot. All right? So if you like to watch it, by the way, you might notice tomorrow, you will say to me, CP, you lied to us. The moon never split. Guess what? I'm going to split it when you are asleep. Because I don't like to show miracles my God can do. Allah. Oh la la. My God do miracles only when people are asleep. I'm telling you. Right? Yeah. So I will split many things. I will split watermelon. I mean, even watermelon, they have sex with it. The Abdul. You don't sleep. Okay, then if you don't sleep, you will see the moon split. All what you need to do, hold on, I will tell you how you can see the moon split. You go to Hunter Biden, you ask him to give you some drugs. All right? Tell him that CP will split the moon. All right? Ask him, can I get some drugs from you? You take it like after 10 o'clock at midnight or at night. And brother, you will see the moon, many moons. You will see even moon, the head of, Korea, you know, moon. You will see a lot of moon. Just take the drugs of Hunter Biden. You will see the moon split. You will see yourself being split. You will see your wife 2 pieces. You will see mother-in-law as looking like a virgin coming from heaven. You will see your monkey as a donkey. You will see many things. So take drugs. By the way, I'm just joking. Don't take drugs. Yeah, don't do it. I never smoke. I never took drugs all my life. Only stupid people do that. Seriously, it might be insulting, but I want to insult you if you do that. Smoking, You know smoking will hurt you, will kill you. Drugs is more worse. So why somebody want to kill himself? It's an act of stupidity. You grow up, you grow old so fast. People who take drugs at the age of 40, he look like 70. I can show you images on the internet. Some drugs even they damage your brain, like you see them in Philadelphia now. This fentanyl, whatever they call it. Never take drugs. Never, never, never. And you cannot fix that. The second you take drugs, even if you stop taking drugs, damage happens to your brain. I assure you. All right? Never take drugs. And if you drink, the Bible taught us, the Lord taught us, little of it will bless your heart. Little. Little. That's true. Even doctors, they say if somebody have a heart problem, he can drink little wine. But don't be a drunken person, because you will look stupid and people will laugh at you. And you will do a heinous behavior when you're drunk. You might rape your daughter. God never. The Bible says drunken will not enter the kingdom of God. Drunken will not, fornicators, thieves, criminals, drunken, all, they will not, gamblers, will not enter the kingdom of God. And God don't forbid things for him. He forbid things for you. So you can live better, stay healthy, stay strong until the last second of your life. Why you want to live the rest of your life when you are getting older, struggling to walk, to breathe, with tube in your hand, tube in your nose? Why you want to do that to yourself? You will hate yourself. Stay healthy, my friend. And the most healthy thing you can keep for yourself is having a healthy brain. Drugs will destroy your brain. All right? When you are going to make whole Indonesian Christian, this is dependent on Indonesian. If they are translating my videos and sharing my books in Indonesian, then we can make that. Otherwise, I don't speak Indonesian. We need Indonesian help always, right? The only problem and addiction? No, addiction is not the problem. You see, addiction is not the problem. The second you take drugs, I mean, you are saying you have coffee. Addiction is not the problem. The problem is drugs. If you don't take drugs, you don't get addiction for drugs. So don't go to the addiction. When you are in addiction, that means you are just doomed. You know, like you are just an idiot. Coffee. I mean, coffee can be useful. It can be harmful. Anything you take too much of it, it can hurt. But we can't compare between coffee and smoking and drugs. You know, coffee can be very useful. Can give you energy. And actually, I don't know. I mean, we cannot trust really what scientists say about things. Like, as an example, the first job I did when I was studying my law degree, because I like to write, I like to, you know, I have let us say, especially in Arabic, a gift of writing, and I have very good skills in poetry too. So I did work hard to get a job in a newspaper. But the job was little. I mean, for like as a start job, as a student in university. So my job is to come late at night, sometime 8, sometime 9. You know, there's shifts. PM, all is PM work. And what you do, you check the grammar and the writing of all the articles in the newspaper before they publish it. So it's a newspaper, like in the old days. Not right now. Nobody actually have a newspaper no more. Everything became in the internet. In the old days, they printed, they throw it in front of your house, etc. So my job is to read all the art, like they give you, not all, like they give you a chunk of them. There's many of us. We have like maybe 13, 10, something like that. So every one of us will give him a couple of articles. His job is to correct the grammar, to correct this pronunciation, the spelling, sorry, and etc. And then we sign on it, ready for print. And there's a boss, he check your work. But then I notice during the work, for a few months, there are, or a few weeks, there's articles about how bad the coffee is and how useful the tea. And all, like, when you read the article, it sounds like very convincing. It's like science. Scientist, his name Chun Chin Chong from Japan, said. But nobody knows who's this guy. It's just a name. And then after that, a few weeks after, the same newspaper writing an article about how bad the tea and how useful the coffee. The same newspaper. So I asked the boss. I told him, how a few weeks ago we were publishing how bad the coffee, how good the tea, and now the opposite. He said that, for us, those articles are not written by us. They are given to us by tea company or coffee company. And then this is the first lesson for me. I learned that what you read in a newspaper is not from the newspaper necessarily. It is the company who, this is advertising, in fact. They list it as an article in the newspaper to convince people more. It is scientific, it is true. The same in newspaper, coffee is good. The same in newspaper, coffee can poison you. The same for the tea. So never take what they see. We cannot take like what AI says to us. It's just a bullshit. I planted a tree. I watch on YouTube. I ask stupid AI, blah, 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 blah. They said to me, this tree, you better plant it above the ground, which means not that in the ground. Because it's going to be, the roots are very sensitive to rooting. So the tree died. I listened to them. I have it in the backyard. It's dead. I saw more than 20 videos on YouTube saying the same. And it wasn't true. It was false. All right? And, for me, I'm not a farmer. So I said, okay, I'm not a farmer. I don't know about trees and grass. And, I have no expertise really. I never grow in a farm or in a village. So let me see the expert. And then it turned to be the expert is the one who will kill your tree. Right? Yeah. So newspaper is a fraud. CNN, BBC, Fox News, doesn't matter. The one is conservative, supposedly, and the one is not. It is the same garbage. In fact, you might find the same owner. He owned two agencies. One is conservative and one is liberal. Why? Because in order to collect all the money, you have to sell to all the customers. So I'm not going to sell only to those who like, conservative news. What about the liberals? I'm going to lose them? No. I will open TV station, sing as they like. All right? Biden is wonderful. I will open other TV station, say Trump is wonderful. Either way, I am the winner. All right? So, this is my advice to you. You have to be careful, vigilant. Otherwise, there's many, they would love to deceive you. And they will make you believe what you see in TV to be true. Like now, what we see in TV here. They claim that they got him, when the reality is the guy came to their door and he knocked at the door, hello, my name is Ruru, and I am the one who killed Charlie. And then they claim, we are thankful for 20 agencies, FBI, CIA, National Intelligence, agencies from around the world, the Sheriff County. We are so proud to tell you that we catch him. And then we check the news. The reality is his father brought him to his door, and they don't even know his address, they don't know his name. Oh, but they have little tiny pictures. And even with the pictures, they could not find him. Very encouraging, huh? To trust our security department. CIA. I mean, the head of the CIA, is it the head of the CIA or the, what's her name? The National Intelligence. They stole her wallet, and she have secret agent with her. I mean, have you ever heard the head of the National Intelligence Agency, her wallet, her purse, and her phone stolen in front of her in a restaurant, and she have a bunch of secret agents? What kind of James Bond they are? So imagine I have 20 secret agent around me wearing sunglasses. No wonder they cannot see, you know. They wear those sunglasses and they are from every corner looking, and they have like the secret microphone attached to it. Nobody can see except everybody. And they are dressing in a weird way so everybody can have attention. We are secret agent. And they have even caught like what his name, this guy, detective, what's his name? The funny guy, you know. What a weirdo. And they call them secret agent, by the way. They call them secret agent, but they dress I mean, they are called secret agent. Suppose nobody know them, nobody can see them. How they are secret agent and all they are dressed in the same suit, and they have the same cravat and the same eyeglasses, and the microphone is coming from their. Welcome to America. Oh Lord have mercy. You know what? Almost they killed Trump twice, 3 times. Because we have the most qualified secret agent in the world. Americans are the best only in movies when it comes to those, you know, action, you know. Everybody shoot everybody. Their gun never get empty. Never, never. I remember when I was in the army, we went in the theater and we were watching a movie in the army base. And next to me, there's a major. And we were watching a movie, I forgot the name. I think it's like a mission in something in the Middle East. I don't know the name of the name. It's like about American going to free hostages, and the movie was about Syria. And the commanders, I don't know if you remember the name. I will tell you the story. I think you will find it. So the commanders, American commanders, they park their boat and they enter into Damascus, and they free the hostages. Boop, 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 they shoot everybody. And I said to the major, but by the way, I mean, this movie is really weird, wicked, stupid. He said, why? I said, there's no beach in Damascus. I said, really? Damascus is not in the sea, man. So the movie made in Los Angeles, shouldn't you look at the map first? Like, who is the stupid who wrote the story? So guys, they parked their boat in the shore of Damascus. 4 minutes after, they are in the base in Damascus. Abdul, do you know where Damascus is located? Far from the ocean, from the sea. So I said, well, you know, I think this movie will not do good, because now all the soldiers, they get wrong information. You better tell them that this is just a stupid movie and Damascus is not on the shore. In fact, if you want to go such a way, you have to cross very high mountains, and you good luck with that. You know, you will be dead before you arrive there. Yeah. You go right away. This is Damascus. It's on the beach, guys. You see the beach? Look at the beach. It's a beach all over the beach. You park your boat here, you go into Damascus. Easy teasy. And you know, and we talk about ignorance and stupidity. You see those people who go shout in the street, free Palestine, they don't even know what Palestine is, what it's mean, where is Israel, right? Yeah. Who wanna go with me, take a boat to go to Damascus, guys? See how close we are to the beach? Look, 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 look. So close, so close, so close. Not only that, you have to cross it through Lebanon, you know, and in fact, you can cross it through Israel, but mostly because the one who is facing this area here right away is Israel. And then there's the mountains here between Syria and Lebanon. But you cannot cross, you have to go either from Lebanon, you can't go to Syria right away to go directly from the sea. Even if you want to drive, even, you know, those are very high mountains, very difficult terrain, and mostly there's no roads, you know. Yeah. That's it. You cross the sea. Here we go. We found the sea. You see the sea? Guys, do you see the sea? Christian Prince here lied to you. Look at the sea. This is the Mediterranean Sea. Why he is saying there's no beach? Huh? He lied to you. This is the Mediterranean. Look how huge it is. The American, they came here, they parked there. You know, the commanders, they took under the water. They are wearing, you know, those diving equipment. They dive, they dive, they dive. They come their head. They came from the sewage. They came inside the palace of the president, which is Saddam Hussein, because Saddam Hussein is the president of Syria. Oh boy. All right, guys. All right. I better go because I told you I want to split the moon again today. And I will see you soon again. Please, you know, remember, pray for our brother here who lost his soul. This is a beautiful Christian from Iraq who was slaughtered and killed just because he preached the gospel and nobody speak about him, just because he is nobody, let's say. He is just a poor person. We, you know, we talk about Charlie or respect this man. He's a wonderful man. But the whole world ignored this man, even though both of them are killed for the same reason. Charlie, everybody speak about him because they will get a click in their videos and they will make money from their videos, and because it's involving politics. Ashur, our friend here, he was killed in his room, live on air, slaughtered live on air. The video is all over the internet. Nobody talking about him. Why? He's just a poor Christian, Iraqi, Assyrian, preaching the gospel. Who care? 4 Muslims, they enter his room when he's live on air on TikTok. They slit his throat. They stab him many times. Live on air. Not a single agency in USA mention it. What a different? The difference is Charlie, many who do work in politics, they want to use his death for their agenda, not because they love him, even though he's a wonderful man. They want to use his death for their agenda, liberals or Republican. This guy is not useful for politics. Nobody will talk about him. He died. Well, who care? He was killed preaching the gospel. Who care? Nobody cried for him. No crowd gathered to pray for him. Nobody care. No newspapers, no agencies. Nobody care. This is how the world works. And he was killed in France in the city of Lyon. Only few pages in the internet they mention what happened to him. All right? Only very few agencies. And actually, this is India. Imagine India speaking about it, but America never heard of it. Bombay, a newspaper in Bombay, they heard the news that a Christian man from Iraq in wheelchair, he cannot walk, he cannot move, he can't stand up. 4 filthy dogs of Muhammad from Algeria, they enter into his room when he was doing live teaching the Bible. He never speak about Islam. He speak only about the Bible. They cut his throat, and this is him bleeding in front of the camera, dying. And nobody speak about it. See how disgusting the world is. One day, me, myself, I will die. I will be killed, maybe. And nobody will talk about it. Why? Because he's a Christian prince. This guy is a Middle Eastern Arab, you know. And, who cares? Die. Is he famous for politics to use him? Is he will serve our agenda like George Floyd so we can win election? When George Floyd, he died, even though he's a criminal, the whole country is busy with George Floyd. And then they made a coffin made of gold for him. The guy, he died for $20. Coffin made of gold? Statues. Presidents, Congress, senators, they came from around everywhere. European Parliament, everybody talking about George Floyd. But this guy is a criminal. This guy never killed anybody, never stole. Nobody mentioned his name because they cannot use his name to win election. So they have no use for him. He died poor. He lived poor. And who remember the poor? Only the Lord. He said, bless the poor. He said, bless the poor. He promised them the kingdom of heaven. Fame, famous, light is what does count. The rest, if you are not one of those, you die, you live, you are nobody. So pray to our brother here who was killed by the dogs of Muhammad. And I say to you, Muslims, I promise you, I will never forget. You see, every one of us died. You are not fixing the problem. I will fight until the last second of my life. And you kill me, there's many Christians will replace me. We are 3 billion Christians. Good luck with killing us. And all of them will expose your prophet. We are establishing a generations of crusade to expose Islam. Things is not the same as before. Even those who do not know a single Arabic word today, they are exposing your garbage prophet. Old days is over. And we will never let you go back to the old days where you can silence everybody. You will be exposed. So I want to say thank you all for being here. And we pray to the Lord for the soul of our brother and his blessing from the Lord, for he done a great job and he died as a martyr again, as many. And he is not the first, and he will not be the last. Pray for him. Remember him. Share the link with people. Let me share this news here with you if you want to share it with others. If you want to share a link as a news. So if they want to talk about it, ask other Christians who have big channels to speak about it, because it's a shame that nobody care for this guy when everybody talking about Charlie, even though we love Charlie and we support him and we feel so bad for what happened to him, because attack on him is attack on us. But Charlie is no less respected than this man. This man actually suffer way more. He is a disabled man. He can't even go to the bathroom normally. He can't stand. He had to drag himself to go to the bed. Yet he is preaching the gospel. He did not go to Europe to enjoy the support of the government so he can go to the park. He spent his day preaching the gospel. He did not get upset because I'm disabled, I can't walk. Why I want to preach the gospel of the God who did not make me walk? He appreciates the Lord even when he is disabled. So tell everybody to speak about him, please. Let us have more people speaking about what happened. Christian channels. If you are a Christian and you have a channel, shame on you if you don't make a topic about this gentleman. Truly shame on you. All of you, you have time just to talk about Charlie, which we love a lot, but it's not an excuse. Both are Christians, both they preach the gospel, but the difference is this guy is not a superstar. Is not someone the president shake hands with him. Is not in the TV everywhere. He's just a poor person in TikTok. But guess what? For the Lord, he is way more important than many. And those who preach the gospel and they die for the sake of the Lord, all are equal. There's no famous, there's no less famous. God don't go by that. From their fruit you shall know them. There's no subscribers. Doesn't count. Oh, Christian Prince, he have 200 something subscribers, 1,000. Who care? 1 or 2 or 3, they're the same. It's about the work you have done and what you accomplish. And you love the Lord from your heart. So share the link with everybody. Tell everybody about it. Let us see if we can have some decent Christians start exposing other crimes happening to our brother here. time to act, time to do something. All right? So I want to say thank you. God bless you. And until we see you again, God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. See ya.